Hi, Jerry.
Hi, Kim. How are you today?
I'm well, thanks. How about you?
Pretty good, thanks.
Good. Thanks for joining me today for the Kim and Jerry podcast. Today, I wanted to do something along the lines of an education excerpt. Maybe briefly go through the process of note investing, what we look at, um, and just share, the steps from, I think there's about five or six of them that we go through in
Yes,
general.
yes. So, as we look at notes, there are five key steps to being able to invest in notes.
Mm,
One is knowing what you're looking for. And in that step, you got to understand what your budget is, how much you have to spend, what kind of notes you're looking for. Are you looking for commercial? You're looking for residential? You're looking for land? Um, what lien position are you looking for? Do you want junior lien? Do you want a senior lien? Um, you also want to know location. Where's the property located? Are there any special things you need to know or any restrictions that you have about location? And then finally, you have to put together your list of non-negotiables. For
correct.
us, certain states that we won't invest in. There's certain cities we won't invest in. Not because they're not good investments for someone, but they don't work for us and for the portfolio we're trying to build. So that's something that's very important too, and it's part of that step one.
Yeah, it definitely is, and it guides you so that you have a structured type approach to the note that you're looking to invest in.
Absolutely, absolutely, because you want to be consistent and make sure because there are a plethora of notes out there. And in
Mm-hmm.
order for you to be able to get to what you want, you have to have some parameters on what you're looking for.
Right, right.
The second step is sourcing, is finding notes. You find them from hedge funds, banks, insurance companies, other investors, trade desks, all those kinds of things. We have a long laundry list of folks that we buy from, or we have relationships with, and that's how we source our notes. The,
I'd like to add that it's really important to get to know your sellers of your
yeah.
notes,
Oh
um,
yeah. Yeah.
because the notes are delivered by different note providers and they come to you packaged differently.
Yes.
And, you really need to know what you can trust in what you're getting and
Mhm.
be able to have an effective due diligence that I know that you're getting ready to also talk about. But
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that that's a step I think some people overlook. It's not so much the note is also where the note is coming from as well.
Absolutely. And as you were saying, the next step for us is step three, due diligence. Um, and like anything in real estate, you make your money on the purchase and you collect the money on the sale. So due diligence is the key for being able to determine what the price is. Do you want to buy this note? And you really have to, we break it down into four pieces. We look at the property and all aspects of the property. We look at the paper. Is this paper that can be collected? Is it paper that can be foreclosed on? Are there any discrepancies in the paperwork? We look at the borrower. We look at the credit reports. We look at their payment histories, all of those kinds of things. And then finally, we look at the location. I kind of mentioned that earlier. Does the neighborhood look pretty good? Is it in an area where we know if we want it with that property, can we sell it? Can we do something to dispose of it? So location is also one of the key criteria that we look at.
Right, because that becomes part of the exit strategy
Yeah.
for the note, right?
Yes.
Where exactly is the property located and what factors are involved there in regards to knowing what you can and can do for as far as an exit strategy with the note.
True. And at First Shield, you'll hear a lot about our community, but we use our community as part of our investment committee. So members of the community will sit down with us as we're going through tapes, as we're doing our due diligence. A lot of set of eyes are looking at that note to make sure that we understand what is the exit strategy, what can we do with this. It's not uncommon for somebody to go, "Hey, is there something on the roof on that house?" That kind of thing, to make sure it's something that we want to buy.
Yeah. I love those sessions though, for real, because the synergy that comes about with the communication and going through the notes and making decisions on purchases, it's fantastic. And no two notes are the same, right? Even if they are in the same city, in the same location, no
Yeah,
two notes are the same. And so the process should always be upheld in regards to the approach of purchasing a note. And whether or not this meets the guidelines of things that you have identified for what is the right match of a note purchase for you.
absolutely, absolutely.
Right,
And that diligence is part of a checklist that we go through.
right,
So,
right,
speaking of checklists, the next step in the process is our closing. And again,
mm,
another checklist that we go through for closing, making sure we get all the paperwork correct,
right,
making sure we get the collateral package in and it is acceptable. It's and there's nothing missing.
right,
Making sure that we're using the right closing agent or attorney or however we want to do that. So, note closing, another really important key step for us. And then finally, after you have that note on board, the final step is asset management, making
yes,
sure you're keeping abreast of what's going on with the property. Are the taxes paid? Is the insurance paid? Is a borrower having any issues, financial or whatever, that could cause some impairment to your note and impairment to your cash flow stream?
right,
So all of that stuff is very, very important to us as well. So those are the 5 steps, and those are the things that we go through with every note that we look at and every note that we purchase.
right. No, and it has served us well, right? It
Absolutely.
has served us well. And you become an expert through the process by the exercise of going through the process over and over and over again. And
Absolutely.
and so no, this is great. And, we have more information on this on our website. We have guides, and then we have an opportunity to even join the community. And we also have the opportunity to even go through modules of education to learn how to buy a note. But, the group collaborative efforts, there's nothing like it. I don't even know how to describe it. I don't know how to even be able to, other than just invite you for the opportunity. You can go to our website, www.firstshieldfinancial.com, and get more information and, contact us if this is something more than you want to be able to explore. But this was good. Thank you, Jerry.
Thanks, Kim.
All right. Take care.
Bye.